Breaking news this morning, firefighters battled a large fire just west of Turley where a mobile home burst into flames. 2 Works TV reporter Giselle Puente is there live now in North Osage and West 61st Street North with the details. Good morning, Giselle.
Good morning, Tanaya. Well, I just spoke to the fire chief at the scene here. They're getting ready to clear the scene, but they were putting out hotspots a little while ago. There's about half a dozen firefighters still at the scene here. Now, they tell me that 5 people were inside the mobile home when it caught on fire. 3 adults and 2 babies, but they are safe. They were able to escape that home. Now, the adults woke up to the smell of smoke before 2 o'clock this morning. 3 volunteer fire departments responded to the address on West 57th Street North and North Osage Drive. The Black Dog Fire Department was first on the scene and then called Sperry and Country Corner firefighters to help bring in water supply. Right now, they say it looks like the fire started with a space heater in one of the bedrooms.
Number one thing is you've got to have 3 feet, at least 3 feet of clearance if you're going to use a space heater in any room. So it doesn't matter if it has a safety device and it's going to tip. If it tips over, it's going to turn off. Still need 3 feet of space on the space heaters.
Firefighters say the home didn't have any smoke detectors. Now, talking to the fire chief, he tells me that they did call the Red Cross to help the family, but fortunately, I guess their mother lives just right next door, so they are able to stay with them this morning. Reporting in Osage County, Giselle Puente, 2 Works for you.
Thank you, Giselle. Time right now is 5:02 this morning. Storm Shield meteorologist Kirsten Horn is here now with a check on the forecast. And Kirsten, it's going to be a breezy and much cooler day than yesterday.
Yeah, temperatures will be noticeably cooler, but also the winds, I think, are really what you're going to notice out there. This morning, not too bad here in Tulsa, but they're going to kick up this afternoon, and we'll see those winds sustained closer to 20 miles per hour from the north. So it's a nice, strong north wind. Currently, it's about 7-mile-per-hour winds here in Tulsa. Temperatures at the airport coming in around 39. We have some low 40s in spots. You'll obviously want your jacket as you step out the door this morning. Probably want to hold on to it for at least the first half of the day. Going into the second half, temperatures do get above average today as we climbed about 54 at 1 o'clock. But we're going to be seeing those temperatures cooler than yesterday. We'll only top off today closer to around 57 degrees. Now, some colder air will settle in for the next few days ahead. So we're going to talk more about that in the extended forecast coming up.
Thank you, Kirsten. Breaking overnight this morning, Tulsa police are looking for the person they say robbed a North Tulsa Quick Trip. This happened around 1 o'clock this morning near East Admiral and North Yale. The victim told police the man approached him and took money from an ATM inside that gas station. Happening today, Officer Betty Shelby due in court for a district court arraignment. Shelby's a 5-year veteran of the force. She was charged with manslaughter for the death of 40-year-old Terrence Crutcher. This was last year. She is scheduled to be in court sometime later this morning. Time right now is 5:04 this morning. Donald Trump is back on Twitter after nominating federal judge Neil Gorsuch to fill the open seat on the U.S. Supreme Court. In a tweet, the president called Gorsuch, quote, a good and brilliant man. The 49-year-old, who currently serves on the 10th Circuit, was nominated for that post by President George W. Bush back in 2006. He was confirmed by the Senate unanimously. Gorsuch began his career as a law clerk to Supreme Court Justices Byron White and Anthony Kennedy. And people here in Oklahoma are reacting to President Trump's Supreme Court nominee. Tulsans say they're keeping a close eye on immigration reform and abortion, 2 issues that could be on the Supreme Court docket at some point in the future. Last night, more than 70 people packed All Souls Church to discuss those topics.
I'm like, okay, let's lay politics aside and let's dive deeper into this on the spiritual level.
And several people at the church said they are looking forward to getting the Supreme Court back to full strength. And today, Republicans are hoping to vote on Senator Jeff Sessions' nomination as the Attorney General. It was supposed to take place on Tuesday, but Democrats used a procedural move to delay the committee vote. Sessions' nomination is receiving even more scrutiny in the wake of President Trump's executive orders on immigration. The panel is still expected to approve his nomination and advance him for a vote in the full Senate. The Tulsa Islamic Society came together to say thank you to the city for showing its support following the travel ban. Community leaders voiced their support for Muslim families affected by the president's recent executive order.
This is wrong. This executive order is wrong. It must be rescinded. Muslim people are not our enemies.
Islamic leaders say outpouring of support in Tulsa has been humbling. 5:06 now. Several Oklahoma lawmakers want to allow undocumented immigrants to obtain driver's licenses. Supporters say the bill would bring up possible benefits to the state, including having more people paying for auto insurance and registering their vehicles. But opponents say the bill will have intended consequences.
I do not believe that somebody that's here illegally into this country should get a driver's license, no. Basically what this bill does, from what I can see, is making the state a sanctuary state, and I'm opposed to that.
Supporters say the states have passed similar bills with successful results. Time right now is 5:07. The Tulsa County Sheriff's Office wants more police officers to have body-worn cameras. TCSO is applying for 50 units. The grant from the U.S. Department of Justice covers half the cost, while Tulsa County would have to come up with the other $50,000. The agency has about 250 deputies. They will know by October if they will receive the grant. Sheriff Vic Regalado says they will be field testing the equipment in the fall. Well, weather delays push back the completion date for the new Bartlesville Public Safety Complex. The multi-million-dollar project was scheduled to be finished by last year. Now it's expected to open up sometime in mid-February. The project includes a new police department and expands the central fire station. Police say officers will have a larger space for patrol and criminal divisions, as well as a wing for administration.
We're very happy to have it, and we're very proud to have it, and it will be something that we can show people, and we encourage the citizens to come see.
The public safety complex is a part of a bond that voters passed back in 2012. 5:08 now. In the midst of a teacher shortage, one Oklahoma lawmaker wants to hold school districts accountable. Representative Todd Russ proposed a bill. Now, this would require them to pay an extra $1,000 per year for each child over the cap size. That money would then go to help give Oklahoma teachers raises.
If teachers are going to have to take additional students, they should be compensated for that. We want teachers to be paid a good wage so they'll stay in the state.
Proposal supporters say that while this could help teachers, it won't fix the overall teacher shortage. We are learning more this morning about a deadly plane crash in Grove that killed 60